Well, good day. So for this Christmas video, I'm going to talk about one that's relatively new. And this one is Shrek the Halls. That's right. So as usual, let's talk about the special itself, and then we'll talk some more things about it after. So alright, let's go. Alright, so this one starts off all the way back in summer when Donkey is trying to get Shrek like super ready for Christmas. Even though Christmas is 159 days away, he still persists. Yes, Donkey is one of those Christmas people. And well, heck, so am I. But Shrek doesn't care. Shrek has no interest whatsoever in Christmas. Heck, he doesn't even know what it is. And he feels that way from summer all the way up until December 23rd, when he finds out that Fiona is super excited for Christmas, because this will be the first Christmas that she can share with Shrek and the babies. It's their first Christmas as a full family. Oh, suddenly Shrek cares about Christmas. But he still has no idea what it's all about. So he runs into town, goes to the bookstore, and gets a book about Christmas, which is called Christmas for Village Idiots. That is just so awesome. This book, kind of step by step tells you how to prepare for Christmas, but it doesn't really tell you what Christmas is or what it's about. You gotta get the decorations on the house, you gotta get the feast ready, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, you sit down with the family and you read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and that's how you celebrate Christmas, I guess. And Shrek kind of muddled through in his own Shreky way, and as he was about to sit the family down to read the story, boom! Donkey invites everybody over to Shrek's house to have a big hardcore Christmas party, which is not what Shrek wanted, because that's not what the book says. And in fact, he doesn't get to tell "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" because Donkey and Puss in Boots tell their own variation of it, kind of ruining it for Shrek. Gingy has a pretty terrifying story about Santa Claus, which is adorably horrific, I guess you can say. About Santa finding his cookie girlfriend next to the Christmas tree. The horrors! I guess I shouldn't laugh. Gingy was pretty scarred from that. And if that wasn't bad enough, with everybody crammed in that little house, of course everything's going to go sideways. And it does! Which, as per usual, prompts Shrek to freak out. He kicks everybody out of the house. He even throws Donkey out of the house in the exact same fashion that Uncle Phil threw Jazz out of the house all the time. So all of Shrek's friends are outside of the house, they're leaving, and finally Shrek is like, okay, I can finally have Christmas with my family. But no, because Fiona's like, my God, man, you kicked out everybody on Christmas Eve. I have to go follow them and apologize? Like, this is horrible. So Shrek laments for a while, then he goes out and finds everybody and apologizes. He's like, yeah, I was acting like an ogre. Surprise, surprise. And he explains that, he never had Christmas before. He doesn't know what to do. And everyone's like, yeah, man, Christmas happens, man. Sometimes it's chaotic, sometimes it's pretty casual. You just never know how it's gonna go, right? So he invites everybody back to the house. They all sleep over and everything like a big happy family, and Shrek finally gets to tell the tale of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," but he puts his ogre spin on everything, including Saint Nick being re-envisioned as Ogre Claus, so it's all hip. So that is the end of their Christmas and the end of this fantastic little tale. So yeah, another great Christmas special. As much as I love the old classic Christmas specials from the 80s and before that even, this one coming out in 2007, it's actually still pretty awesome. The newer classic of Christmas specials. If you like the Shrek movies, you're gonna love this one because it's very Shrekish. Everything is fairly ogre themed. The whole tone of it is pretty much the same as all the Shrek movies. Like, the jokes are all in the same tone. You have a lot of pop music playing hither and dither just to make the jokes funnier. And all the characters make everything over the top. Like, it's perfect Shrek. And a pretty decent little kind of Christmas message in there. And they hammer it in pretty good. There's no right or wrong way to celebrate Christmas. It's unique to everybody who celebrates it, to every family and all that stuff. You make your own Christmas, right? Sometimes things get out of hand like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when everyone's crammed into a house, which is also what happened with Shrek. Sometimes things are really casual. The only thing that I would say it's missing would be Linus from Charlie Brown telling Shrek what the whole meaning of Christmas is, and that would actually fit in pretty perfect. I wish they would have done something like that, but they didn't. Like, what we have is pretty awesome. I will watch this one every year. So yeah, it's pretty cute, pretty quaint. I definitely recommend you watch it if you haven't watched it yet. And yeah, so let's see what else we can find up about this special. So this Christmas special was the first television special that DreamWorks Animation has done, and it's pretty darn good. This wasn't their only TV special and wasn't their only Christmas one. It was their only major Christmas special. They did have some other Christmas content after. In 2010, there was Donkey's Christmas Shrektacular. It's a two-part little kind of a Christmas thing. The first part being called Donkey's Caroling Christmas-tacular, which wasn't much of stuff, but it had a 5-minute short little feature about all the Shrek characters hanging out at a party and singing Christmas carols, with the lyrics being changed to kind of, reflect their characters' personas. The Ogres sang a Ogre version of a Christmas song. Puss in Boots sang Flea's Navidad because of his fleas problem, I guess. Stuff like that. Just a kind of a quick little cutesy wootsy thing, nothing too spectacular. The second feature is called Shrek's Yule Log. Really nothing to it. I'm sure wherever you are watching this, you have in your life watched a channel at Christmas where it's just nothing but a fireplace. Once in a while somebody throws a log on. It's, pretty hip and happening. And really, that's all this Shrek Yule Log is. The Shrek hanging out in front of his fire, tending to the fire. Once in a while some characters walk by. Really not much to it. Just for ambiance, I guess. One thing that really brings me a lot of joy in this Christmas special is the book that Shrek has, Christmas for Village Idiots. Oh my god, that is so perfect. So if you didn't know, there is a series of self-help books known as the Dummies series, where whatever topic it is you're looking at, they have a very layman's explanation of every topic that you kind of need. So while in real life there isn't a Christmas for Dummies book per se, there are quite a few Christmas books in the Dummies series, so this Village Idiot book isn't really that far off from reality. In the Dummies series, there is holiday decorating for dummies, Christmas piano songs for dummies, Christmas cooking for dummies, and holiday entertaining tips for dummies. So all of that stuff was encapsulated in the Christmas for Village Idiots book. So if you want to recreate Shrek's book there, you can get all those books and just put them together. And this Christmas special adds to actually quite a pretty rich history of Shrek. There is a lot of Shrek and Shrek-esque tales that have been told out there. So let's break them all down. Of course, everything is based off of the book Shrek by William Steig from 1990. For the Shrek movies, of course, Shrek, the first movie was in 2001. You had Shrek 2 in 2004, Shrek the Third in 2007, and Shrek Forever After in 2010. There was also a Puss in Boots spin-off movie in 2011, and the events of that take place before Shrek 2. Puss in Boots also had a TV show called The Adventures of Puss in Boots, which went from 2015 to 2018, and that happened before his Puss in Boots movie. So his character's pretty fleshed out. So Shrek the Halls came out in 2007, so that would have placed it just behind Shrek the Third and before Shrek Forever After. Donkey's Christmas Shrektacular and the events of that took place after Shrek Forever After, so things are woven in there pretty good. There was a whole lot more as well. The Christmas special was so well received that they did make a Halloween special, Scared Shrekless, in 2010, and then there was Shrek's Thrilling Tales in 2011. And if I want to round everything else out, in 2003 there's the Ghost of Lord Farquaad, also known as Shrek 3D or Shrek 4D, which was part of the story for the ride at Universal Studios theme park, so more of a sequel to the first movie than the second movie was. And some other shorts that they threw in there was from 2001 Karaoke Dance Party, and in 2004 there was Far Far Away Idol, and in 2012 there was Puss in Boots The Three Diablos. So even though Shrek hasn't been around for that long, there is actually a decent amount of stories for it. And actually in 2022 there is supposed to be a sequel to the Puss in Boots movie called Puss in Boots The Last Wish. So yeah, the Shrek universe lives on. Will we ever get a sequel to the Christmas story? Probably not, but at least we had this one and it was pretty good. So yeah, and I guess other than that, that's that. Right on, and there you go. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it as much as I did making it. Also, feel free to check out the source material that I featured in this video. And if you want to leave a comment on anything you may have liked or things I might have missed in this, feel free to do so. Or anything else, just to say hi. That's cool too. And other than that, have a great day. Thanks.